What's going on YouTube? This is Jay from Maji and Jay. Today in this video we're going to be taking a look at the Elephone P3000S that I got from the website pandawill.com. Now this model here is going to be the upgraded model from the previous one that I got, which was again the Elephone P3000S. This one has a plus at the end, and the plus is very important because we went from 2 gigabytes to 3 gigabytes of RAM, which is amazing, and also has the MTK6752. Before, with the regular model, we had the MTK6552, which was only a 32-bit processor. This one is going to be a 64-bit processor, and also we have a full HD display. So this is going to be a very exciting model, and it goes for only $199, and of course the link has been provided below for those who want to check it out. Now here, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right at it and see what came inside of the package. It came through DHL, and it took this time only 3 days to arrive, so it was very fast from the website PandaWill. So here guys, as we can see, inside we're going to have another cardboard box, and let's go ahead and take it out of this plastic here. And it seems like it's going to be a flat box this time, very similar to the Kingzone Z1 box. This is very common on these phones. So here we can see the cardboard box. Let's go ahead and break this yellow tape on the top. And PandaWill, as we know, they are, I would say, quite reliable. They accept PayPal, so your payment is always safe with them. And I have trusted PandaWill now for several years, and they have never failed me. So make sure you guys, take that into consideration when making your purchases. So here we're going to find an adapter. I am assuming that inside of this box, we're going to have the European charger. And then here we're going to find the box itself. It is the common box, as I can tell already. Inside here we have nothing else. It is covered here with bubble wrap all over the place. So let me go ahead and take it out of the bubble wrap. Then here we're going to find a quick start guide, and it comes in English. I believe that this is coming directly from PandaWill. It seems to be, I would say, somewhat detailed, but they're not from the manufacturer. It comes again directly from PandaWill, so we can tell right here from the logo. On the front of the box, we're going to find the Elephone logo, very similar to the other boxes that we have seen from the P3000S and also the P6000. On the left side, we have here a little message that says, keep expecting and be surprised with the Elephone logo. On the right side, we just have here a little pull tab so that we can remove the phone from the box, and we don't have the little sticker here identifying the model of this phone this time. On the top, it's going to be plain. Then on the back, we have the Elephone logo again. Then on this side of the box, we're going to have the IMEI information and so on. So here we can see the device itself, and it comes covered in this same film that they always use. And this is going to be the exact same model, guys, as the one before, but again, it's going to be optimized in every single way. This time we're going to have a 5-inch. It is a full HD display. It has the technologies called JDI IPS, and also comes with the Corning Gorilla Glass number 3. So let's go ahead and set this aside. Inside here, we're going to have the IMEI information sticker up the phone once again. So this time, guys, the box is exactly the same as the previous one. Inside, we're going to find a screen protector. This is very nice for US buyers. We got the battery, and this is going to be a 3150 power milliamp battery, as we can tell right here from the back. Very nice. We got the manuals, and these manuals, I am surprised as to why they included their own manuals, because these appear to be in English. Let me see if that's correct, and yes, they are in English. So very nice. And then here we're going to have this little divider where we're going to find the actual wall charger itself. This is the European charger. It is a 5-volt one. Let's go ahead and take it out of this wrapper and confirm that with you guys. So let's take a look here at the back. There we go. And yes, guys, it is a 5-volt charger. So it is exactly the same as the previous one. And then finally, we got here the micro USB cable. All right. So now let's go ahead and put the battery on this device and see how well it boots up. And now with the phone in my hands, this does give me a lot of memories of the first Elephone P3000S that I received a few months ago from pandawill.com, and it was a very nice and well-performing device. I am very excited that I got the upgraded model. This one, again, guys, is going to have a better RAM, it's going to have a better processor, better display, I would say better everything. And even the operating system is going to be a little bit different in a few months, or I would say in the next few weeks, because it's going to get the OTA for Lollipop. The first thing we're going to find in the front here is a 5-inch. It is a 5-point multi-touch screen, and it has a resolution of 1920 by 1080, so it is a full HD display. On the top, even though we can barely see here, we're going to have a 5-megapixel sensor camera, even though it has been interpolated to be 8, but that's the great news about PandaWill, that they are honest. So here we can also see the proximity and light sensor. We have the ear speaker together with the notification LED light on the right side of the speaker. We find the 4G logo on the bottom. We can barely see here, but we're going to have the menu key, the home key, and also the back key. On the left side of the phone, we find nothing but just the volume rocker, which is great news because I do prefer this method. The home button and the power button has been separated, something that I do prefer. On the top, you got the charging/data port. This is also going to support OTG. We have the 3.5mm headphone jack. On the right side, we're just going to have the power button. Then on the bottom, we're going to find here the microphone. Looking on the back of the phone, this camera here has been interpolated to be a 13 megapixel, but in fact it's going to be 8. But again, Panda Will was honest enough to provide that information. Also, we got here the LED flash with the fingerprint scanner. We do have the Elephone logo. Then on the very bottom, we're going to find the loudspeaker, and it says here, keep expecting and be surprised, which I am actually right now. This is a very nice phone for the price. It does support dual SIM, dual standby, and supports TF cards this time up to 128 gigabytes. This is the highest that I've seen for any Chinese device, but I might not test it because again, the 128 gigabyte SD card is quite expensive, but I might surprise you guys as well and bring it just to test it and see if it's actually going to be true. Here we got the IMEI information. We can see the model says P3000S with the 3 GB on the side, meaning that this is the upgraded model. We got here the loudspeaker, and we can see guys that the overall build quality is very nice. We do have the GPS and Wi-Fi antenna. We have the 4G LTE antenna. On the bottom is going to be just plastic here, but it feels very nice and solid. Then also we're going to find the 3150 power milliamp battery, and I believe that this battery is going to be correct because of the weight of it, and it's also quite thick. Let me give you guys here a 360 view around the battery so that way you guys can see that this does seem like a real 3150 milliamp battery. So let's go ahead and get this installed, and we're going to remove now the front protector, and this phone also supports NFC, which is another plus for this device. And it does support 4G LTE. I believe that the previous model that we got only supported 3G. So like I said earlier guys, this phone has been optimized in every positive way. Let me go ahead and remove here the front protector. And here we have that beautiful display. Then here, as we can notice, it is matching perfectly well with the remaining of the bezel, making it seem like one piece, something that I do prefer on these phones. Now let's go ahead and boot this baby up and see if it has any juice. And yes, it comes there already with the Elephone logo. Wow guys, this is a very nice phone. I mean, it's not going to be the thinnest device in the market. It's quite thick, but we do get a lot of processing power. I do like the design on this one. I think it's going to be a very attractive device with a lot of power. So for those who live at countries that support 4G LTE device, I would definitely be happy with this phone. Have in mind guys that this is going to be mostly a gaming device because it has a lot of RAM. It has 3 gigabytes of RAM and 16 gigabytes of internal storage. We can upgrade it, as I mentioned earlier, up to 128 gigabytes, which is very exciting. Now here in the lock screen, we can notice already we have the time, we got the date, and then on the bottom here we have some toggles. We can go directly into the dialer, unlock the device, or directly into the messages. This is very nice, but for now we're going to unlock it. And then here we're going to find the UI. It looks very nice and clean. It is running the KitKat 4.4.4. Let's go ahead and confirm that here on settings. Let's go to about device, and yes, it is running the latest for KitKat. But pretty soon we're going to receive the OTA for Lollipop for this device. Now the only downside of this phone so far is that the menu key, the home key, and the back key don't light up. So here we can see guys that we're having a hard time viewing them. They kind of glow a little bit on the dark, as we can see, not too much. But that's something that I really don't like, but I think we can go around that according to the performance of this phone. I can already see there we have the Play Store. We also got some other Google applications. Let me see if that's correct. Yes, we do. We have Google search. We do have, let me see what else we got here. I think that's going to be pretty much it. I may have to root the device because I like to have Gmail on there and also YouTube. So with KitKat 4.4.4, that's going to be a piece of cake. Now also we can notice here that this device already came pre-rooted from factory. So this is very cool. I guess it is okay for them to root their devices. That's very nice guys. Maybe they went ahead and installed the Google application themselves. That's a very nice touch right there. Here we got the flashlight. Let's go ahead and turn it on and see if it has been improved from the previous model. And it appears to be, I would say, somewhat improved. But it is okay. I mean, I would say it's quite bright. I don't know if you guys have the same opinions, so that's very nice also. Let's check here in settings if we do have the options to add the fingerprint scanner on there, and yes, we do have it right there guys. That's very cool. We also got screen gestures on there. We have where we can change the notification LED light. Let me see if I can actually change the color here, and if it comes on. It didn't come on this time. Let me see, yellow. Let me try another color here. Let's say here green. It is not changing right now. I guess that you need to receive the actual notification for it to come on. I just wanted to test it to you guys, but yes, there we can see the settings. It does have it. It came already with the developer's option, so we don't have to go into about device and get this enabled. And we can see that it comes already with USB debugging enabled for us. That's very cool. Let's check here on apps and let's try to confirm the RAM. This is not the most accurate way to confirm it because this information can be fake, but I can tell that according to what we have available, it seems like it's going to be correct. There we can see, guys, that we have about 2.1 gigabytes free of 3 gigabytes, which is outstanding. Let's go back once here and let's confirm this time the storage about the device. And it does carry. Right now it has available almost 13 gigabytes. So it is barely occupying any space. And again, guys, we can upgrade it with a TF card. Let's go ahead and check here on languages, everything that we do have available. And it does have quite a few languages. So I'm just going to scroll down so that you guys can determine if this is going to work for your country or not. So yes, all the languages there are supported, quite a bunch of them. Let's go ahead and open here the camera and let's shoot a picture here to the manuals from Panda Will. I think that the flash is currently on. Maybe it's in auto mode. So here we have the picture quality. And for an 8 megapixel, I think it's doing quite a good job. I don't know if you guys can see that. The focus is very good. We can see it with a lot of details. And I'll be covering this on the review video as well. Now let's go ahead and confirm here if the fingerprint scanner is as accurate as the Kingzone Z1. Let's go into the actual settings and let's add a fingerprint. Let me see here. I think you go into fingerprint manager and there we go. Let's go ahead and swipe my finger on the back. And yes, it is quite accurate. Let me see here. There we go, 2. So far it has missed it once, but I was rushed a little bit. But other than that, if you guys go slow, I would say at a regular pace, it should be able to read it fine. And there we go. Let's go ahead and set up a password. It's going to be very similar to the Kingzone Z1. Let me go ahead and add the letter A, continue. Let's do the same thing again. Letter A, continue. And yes, let's go ahead and enable it. Let's go here into fingerprint lock. Let's lock the device and let's see if it's working. Here we find the UI. It's very similar to the Samsung Galaxy S5. So there we can see, guys, that yes, the fingerprint scanner is working perfectly well. And with that being said, that's going to conclude the video today. And if you guys do have any questions, please don't forget to comment down below. Expect my review very soon. Like the video, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys on my next one.